Okay, I'm back. Day 1, attempt 2 of the Sons of Carthage achievement. For those that are catching this on YouTube, our first attempt ended in a glorious failure. If it could go wrong, it probably did. And if I would have played any longer, as somebody mentioned, the Native Americans would have probably tried landing troops in Tunisia. We had gotten that weak. So we are playing Tunis, Sons of Carthage achievement. Achievement attempt. Let's get it started. And let's see if we have just a little bit more luck early. Okay, so here we are in glorious Tunis, the desert land of North Africa. Okay, we are paused. Let's go ahead and do our standard setup. Let's get our merchants out. Okay, merchants are out. Let's get a look at our missions. Alliance with Fezzan, we're not even going to... Well, let's take a look. Things are potentially slightly different. Let's take a look and see what kind of governments they have this time. This one, he's still militaristic, still hostile. So that's probably not going to happen. This one is balanced this time. That one's peaceful or diplomatic this time, so they're already different, and an administrator. All three of these are different. Yeah, oh, that always comes right off the bat. It's usually the first thing that happens. Okay, we got too few rivals. We're going to stick with Aragon. Morocco. And Tlemcen. I think that's the same as last time. The Ottomans were doing good, just not when I needed them to do good. I don't know what happened. They'd gotten too overextended. I mean, they had taken most of Karaman, all of Kandar, and I don't know if they knocked out Byzantium or not. Dulkadir maybe? Yeah, they knocked out Dulkadir as well. Okay, so let's go back and take a look at the... Well, let's do this first. National decisions. Again, it's minus unrest, gain 10 piety. And gain 10 piety and gain prestige. So those haven't changed. Let's look at our ruler and see if we've got a better ruler and heir this time. We still have a 133 and a 201, so that hasn't changed. That leaves us with missions. I'm going to give it a try with the Alliance, given that it's the... Well, the other one is Conquer... Dara. Actually, you know what? That's a better mission to start. Conquer Dara. I know Albania got eaten by Venice. I don't remember saying anything about Byzantium. I don't remember seeing them on the map either, so don't know what happened to them. They could have gotten eaten by Venice. Okay, we're going to keep the same strategy among the center. We want to conquer one or two, and we want to vassalize the third. The diplomatic one would be the easiest to vassalize. Let's see, what do we have here? Threatened. Okay, they're already friendly toward us. We're going to ally Tugar, and we're going to work on vassalizing them. We're going to go ahead and make our early claim. We have one diplomat. Going to make our early claim on the Belarus. Hedge against any kind of opportunistic attack we might be able to make. That gives us all of our diplomats are busy, all of our merchants are busy. I'm going to move troops over because we should immediately get the availability to attack Tlemcen, I think. I think that is set. Let's give it a start. Bump the speed. Yeah, Theodoro's a tough one. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Let me take a look. No, it's Trebizond that I'm thinking of. This is a tough one because you've got immediately got Karakonoğlu and the Ottoman. No, I don't think that's it either. No, it's not that. It's Tarbekistan. You immediately have the Timurids and Karakonoğlu after you, and it's an easy achievement. You only have to take like 4 provinces or something like that. But it's certainly a tough one, and that's one I might run as my next one. I don't know how many restarts I'll have to make at that. You have to have the perfect setup and get an alliance early, which means a government type has to fall in your favor, I think. Okay, we've got an alliance offer from Jared. Ally 2 of them. I'm going to sit on that one for a minute. Okay, did we actually get a immediate... We immediately have a... They're allied with Tugurt. Tugurt is allied with us. Which means Tugurt would probably join them in a war, wouldn't they? Yeah, Tugurt would join them in the war. I don't want that. I guess I need to vassalize Tugurt first. Let's go ahead and get our claim on Lugat then. You know what? We're going to go ahead and take this alliance as well. We'll be able to diplo-annex 2 of them. It'll just take a little bit of time, but that's fine. Okay, we got the crisis of the Maghreb fire again. Got a couple marriages. That's fine. Those are our allies. Yeah, we got our Ottoman alliance. I didn't remember saying them agree to it, but we got it. So we've got an 2 allies, 3 allies with the Ottomans. One that is going to be immediately diplo-annexed here. As soon as I can get the appropriate relationship level. Won't take too long to do. Okay, let's take a look. Income. We can cut our maintenance back a bit. We'll build 3 more trade ships again. There's our marriage with the Ottomans. Get the 3 new trade ships up right away. Okay. And we are off and running. I still would like to expand east if it becomes possible, but I need I need more support from the Ottomans when I do that. Speaking of which, what are the Ottomans up to? They're up to nothing. Peace has broken out in Europe. Temporarily. Which one is 3 mountains? I forget. I don't think I've done that one yet. I've only gotten about 40% or so of the achievements I estimate. Just at a guess. Less than 40%. 30 of 150, 20%. for the longest time, I didn't really bother with the achievements. Just happened across, you know, I completed some as I happened across some. But then I started my live streaming with a save of Naples, trying to form Italy. And of course, Naples is a difficult start because you start in a personal union under Aragon, so for the first 30-40 years you can't do much. Okay, Azraelco, that's what I thought. I actually attempted that, never got too far with it because Japan usually was able to beat me down despite any alliances I made. I think it was Japan that kept beating me down, I don't know. I'll get back to that again one day. Anyway, my first live stream was the Naples save, and that one never quite finished that achievement as Naples, forming Italy, because France managed to grab Milan, I think it was, that I required, and I was never able to get that away from France. My second save, the live stream, was Vijayanagar. Before India was redone, Vijayanagar started as a 1 or 2 province territory in India, and the Hindustan achievement was what I went there, and I completed that. I completed the consolidation of India, and we had an Indian west coast of North America. That was a fun save to play. I actually had some of my audience, some of which might or might not be here, I don't know, play my military, diplomatic, and administrative advisors, and I let them make the decisions when it came to the roles of the advisors. That was a lot of fun. I'd like to do that again, but I need a regular audience that shows up, and I probably need a regular stream time to get that done. But that was fun, getting the audience involved as well. And that was my first successful targeted achievement run that I streamed, and that one's still available on YouTube as well. It's about 100 game hours or so, 80 to 100 game hour video hours. Those are we're at 114. Once we get to around 160 or so, we'll take some additional actions to boost this. I have no diplomats available at the moment. And again, I'll go ahead with the guaranteeing Granada at the appropriate point. I don't have to do it right now. I can wait 6 or 7 years. I want to see what some of these other countries are starting to do around me. Only 3 people have it. Yep, that's got to be a bit difficult to do, especially, I mean, you still have a limited time frame to do it in. I'd have to sit down and think about the best way to actually attempt any kind of world conquest. I've never really tried something that exotic. Okay, first claim is just about done against Aragon. Again, that's just providing me a target of opportunity. I have seen Aragon get involved in wars where they lose their fleet early, and if that happened, I could actually make a play at some of the island territories for Aragon. I just like having those claims done. I don't think I'm getting anything there. Can I collect from it? I don't think I can get anything collecting from it either. Okay, there's our first claim against the Belarus. I can also get a claim on Palermo. Okay, so the middle three territories are going to be handled a little bit differently this time. They're allied with Morocco, but we've got Tugart and Jared as allies, so we're going to go for Mozab immediately. Let's get them out of here. That'll give us control of all 6 provinces, essentially. Or 7 provinces. I need to keep that diplomat free so I can war deck them. I don't think I'm going to bother building my other 3,000 troops yet. Now the other thing is, of course, it takes a bunch of money to build castles, but I do want to keep an eye on ideal spots for castles once I get those center. I don't need one in Kef necessarily, or maybe I do. Maybe I have to wait until I take some of the Tlemcen land as well. Speaking of which, Tlemcen is allied with Tugart. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Once I vassalize Tugart, that'll negate that problem. We're up to 126 reputation with Tugart. About 160 or so, we can take some additional actions to boost that. Okay, let's go ahead, and Morocco will join them. Everybody but the Ottomans will join me. That's fine. We want them. This should go, it won't go extremely quick because Morocco's going to hang around for a little while. I really don't want to weaken Morocco too much either. I don't want to invite Portugal across to North Africa real quick, which would happen if I weaken them too much. Right now we're getting 0.04 from Genoa. Let's see what we get with a trade fleet up in Genoa. A trade fleet of 3 ships. See if we get any kind of real increase up there. From 0.04 to 0.21, so that's a fairly significant increase. The Moroccans pulled their fleet out. 3 light, 2 heavies. I'm not so worried about the heavies. Let me take a look and see what their fleet consists of here. 2 heavies, 6 lights, no galleys. Against 6 lights and 7 galleys, if I can get them together. I think I'll just keep my fleet at home for now. If they move their fleet 2, 3, 9. Got some troops landing, don't they? Okay, so let's go ahead and detach siege units here and move up to meet that Moroccan army. You know what? I might have did that prematurely with that light fleet and the coming out of port. They got out of port a lot quicker than I expected. Yeah, that was a little bit premature with that light fleet. I lost 3 light ships there. Oops. We've got essentially 20,000 men to fight this 9,000 man army, so we should be able to keep the Moroccans at bay. Maybe even separate piece the Moroccans. Again, I don't want to weaken them too much. And of course I can sally some troops out of the fort as well. Okay, lose a stability or lose 20 ducats. Ugh, changes of politics. I hate this one. I really don't want the stability hit this early in the game. Let's take the money hit. We're still making a positive income, so that'll be about almost a year's worth of income or whatever I get out of the war. Not too worried about that. Okay, that'll knock the Moroccans out, and our fleet is beating the Moroccan fleet as well this time around. Send the fleet packing. Send the army packing. Well, they're putting some hurt on my ships. Their transports are almost gone, so they won't be able to sail across anymore. We're losing some galleys, it looks like. And those heavy ships are hanging tough. I really don't want to kill their heavy ships. Okay, there we go. They broke the engagement. That's good. I can get back here. What did I do? I lost no lights. I captured a heavy ship. I captured a heavy ship. I have a heavy ship fleet. I lost 3 galleys and 4 transports, it looks like. But I gained a heavy ship. Free of charge. Kind of. Come on, why are we not finishing this siege here? How are we doing on the siege? 12 minus 1, 4, 16, 15. So I need a 9 or higher on the die roll. I don't have any wall breach or anything down there. Oh, you know what? Once again, I did this last time too. Darn it. I don't have a leader. Why didn't it give me an alert that I have no leader? I swear it used to do that. Oh, I got a better leader this time. Not great, but okay. Barely okay. Fire doesn't do much at this stage of the game. Yeah, there is a lot. When you're just learning, and we were discussing this earlier with somebody who just got the game. When you're learning the game, the best thing to do, the best way to go about learning it, is to learn one aspect of the game. Learn diplomacy. Don't worry about whether you're beating, winning or losing or whatever. Just learn how one aspect goes, and then play another game and learn trade. Eventually, you can piece it all together, and it begins to make sense. There is a lot that goes on. No doubt about it. It does have a steep learning curve, but you can learn it. I mean, there's enough tooltips. If you just sit and read the tooltips that come up. There's a lot you can learn just from them. I have a minus 136. I need to what if I don't try to vassalize them? same thing. I think I'm just going to take a chunk of it right now and get what money I can. I'm going to get them to break the alliance with Morocco and get war reparations and take what money I can. It's not going to be much money, but that's fine. Okay, so got a little bit out of it. That's fine. We should be getting close to vassalize that. Yep, we can vassalize Tugert now. That'll keep my admin expenditure low as well, because I only have to core the one right now. Okay, now we're also got the vassalization of Tugert done. The next thing to do is in 10 years, we can annex them. In the meantime, they're still a vassal, and we get all the benefits of the vassalization. Okay, and these guys are still allies as well. Let's work on vassalizing them as well. Get the relationship improvement done. Let's take a quick look. I'm pretty sure there's just the one. Nope, there's the 2 territories we need to convert. But again, 300. Oh, only 55 months this time. We must have got a big piety boost that I missed. Let's go ahead and do that then. Because once we get the piety up, the religious unity up, that'll alleviate a little bit of that national unrest modifier. We won't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, manpower's down to 11,000 after that war of 15, so we'll allow that to recover a bit as well. We can go ahead and cut back on our army maintenance, save a little bit of money, rebuild the 3 light ships that we lost. Time's up a little bit due to what, the war exhaustion, I think, governs the how long it takes. We got 2 points of war exhaustion, which is shipbuilding time plus 4%. Yep, so that'll go away as well. Next, I have 1 diplomat free. I no longer need to do the relationship improvement with them. I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be a little bit more careful about it maybe if I make this war, but I'm going to at least have the option to go to war on the Mamluks if that presents itself. And we've got 2 of the claims done here. Let's go with Malta. It's not one I need for the achievement, but it's a nice one, nice little island to have. It's hard to assault. There's no land connection, so if I can control the sea around it, I can maintain it. Okay, my trade fleet can get back out to sea too. Okay, I think it's really best to send them to Genoa. It's a 0.17 increase in Genoa. I think it was only a 0.11 increase in Tunis. We'll find out what the next when the next fleet comes out. The next 3 ships come out. I think for the time being, to save a little bit of money here, I'm also going to mothball that fleet. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 galleys, so I'm going to have to rebuild some galleys as well. Force limits are at 13 of 22. I knew I lost some transports. I'm fine with that. I don't need a ton of transports. I certainly had more transports than I thought I needed. So the rest can be taken up in galleys and light ships for the trade. Okay, so let's take a look around. Castile, Aragon's still at peace. France, England's still at peace. Looks like the wars are between Savoy. Oh, wow. Savoy is in trouble. Wars against Milan and against Austria, Hungary, Genoa, Provence, and Lorraine. A little bit of fighting in the princes of the empire. Looks like Sweden is in an independence war. Sweden have started their independence war with Denmark. Ottomans, Karaman, and Razman are at war. What are the Ottomans doing? Circassian Trebizond. Okay, so Ottomans are consolidating their hold there. Venice, what are you doing? You are at war with Albania. So Venice is once again taking Albania out early. Same thing they did last run through of this. Okay, now, okay, I have no mercs, so we're fine there. We're not taking attrition, they can just sit there. Fezzan has become vassals of the Mamluks. Same thing has happened last time. Let's see, a missionary is 15% complete, core construction 60% complete. We've got rebel factions. Hey, our first rebel faction starting to form. And that's the Mobazite separatists, the ones we just conquered there. The next up is going to be, they have no allies. Guess what? I have no diplomats. Well, I need to increase my maintenance anyway. So as soon as our next diplomat is back, since they have no allies, we're going to take Dara. Dara is ripe for the taking, and we'll probably take Weren as well, and maybe Tala Imsan if the aggressive expansion isn't too much. That'll complete the North African portion of the achievement. Of course, I still have to hold them, obviously. Uh-oh. That war kicked off, and I missed it. It's only 4 years into the game. I thought that truce lasted for 10 years. Well, that could be a minor problem. It's not a major problem, but it's certainly a minor problem. Granada is too technologically advanced for that. I have no diplomats to send. Let's pull a diplomat back, because that war can't have been running too long. Let's borrow that diplomat for a minute. Aragon's in that war too. They're not in a... Did I miss something? Or is it just an alliance? Allied with France, allied with Portugal. No, that's just some sort of alliance there. Morocco, that's what happened. They went against Morocco and Granada joined the war, so they're in the war. Okay, that's what happened. It wasn't the fact that they declared war on Granada. They declared war on Morocco and everybody joined in. Well, I wanted a strong Morocco and I weakened them at the wrong point, it looks like. So now I'm going to have to take as much as Tlemcen as I can, I suspect. Because me and Portugal are going to be in the middle. I have a free diplomat. Let's use them. Now, before I do this, Would it be beneficial to have them as an ally and a buffer against them? Or should I just... take them? No, I'm just going to take some of the territory, strengthen myself. We'll keep a buffer, somewhat of a buffer between us and them. We're not going to get any of our allies in. That's fine, really. I'm not worried about that. If I can't handle Tlemcen on my own, then I don't deserve to be ruling the kingdom. And I still have the vassal that will join at least. If nothing else. And we are going to meet in Titeri. I think it has something to do with being nice to your enemy or something. The Geneva Convention, which never existed back then, I don't know. Okay, we've got our claim on Benghazi. I have to remember, I was not at full manpower to start this, but I'm only 3,000 down, so I should be okay. Yeah, no, the rules of war, if you go back, there's something called a casus belli, or a reason for war, and nations tended to need a reason for war. Why you need a diplomat? I don't know. I don't claim to be up to speed on how they waged war back then. You're right, you would think that just marching an army across the border would be a declaration of war, but no, you have to actually declare war, which means you have to have a diplomat. I don't know, you know, if I were alive back then and I had a diplomat come to me saying we're at war with you, I would have, you know, executed the diplomat on the spot. Seems to be the thing to do. So again, for the achievement, I need Dara and Weren. So those are the two territories I'm certainly going to claim in this war, and probably Titeri as well. I forgot my fleet was mothballed. Whoops. I keep losing light fleets. I thought I had to go home when at war checked. I know I had go home at war checked. And the new fleet, which has just been built, hasn't been put to sea yet. Crimea, Trebizond. Okay, once we take this is a castle province, which will contribute a large amount to the war score. We could consider piecing out. I want to keep a little bit of buffer between me and Portugal when Portugal occupies the northwestern corner there. So I don't think I'm going to go any further west. I may or may not take the castle province here. Well, they've got a fairly large fleet there, actually. 566 fleet. Did not realize they had such a big fleet. We we can do something about that. We will be 1, 3, 4, 5. Get that fleet ready. My other fleet's still mothballed, so it's not back to full strength. Can't pull it out yet. I really have to occupy this castle in order to make any real headway in this war. These uncastellated provinces aren't worth a heck of a lot of war score. And actually, I couldn't probably even take one. Negative 1,000 demanding way around without occupying any forts in the area. So yeah, I have to occupy a fort to be able to get any kind of war score. Granada accepted peace with Portugal. They ceded. Okay, here's another one where Portugal got, well, no, they went to Castile. Okay, so Granada still exists, so we're not without hope entirely for getting a presence up in Iberia. I have to probably guarantee them next. Now, they've got 10 years of war of truce before we have to worry about them breaking the truce. At least not without a severe penalty. They're still only at 60%. Let's go ahead and throw a couple galleys together since we know we lost some galleys. And they're fairly cheap. 9 gold apiece. We'll get 4 of them. That'll rebuild the galleys that we lost in the war against Morocco. Okay, so let's see if we can't make any progress here. How old is our heir? Is he old enough to become a general yet? Probably not. Nope, still a year and a half or so. Let's see, rebel factions aren't bad yet. Missionary's about 40% done. He's sending his troops across. I can't do anything about them without breaking the siege that I'm in. I have just enough troops for the siege I'm in. My ships are just about ready to put to sea. I think between those ships and the ships that I'm building and the light fleet that I've got up here, I should be able to defeat the Navy. It would be 10, 13, it would be 16 on 17, but a large number of his are transports. And my one heavy might tip the difference up there. But I really need to get ships over here to support the siege. I'm at 4, minus 5, I'm at minus 1 on the plus the die roll right now. Unless I get a wall breach, I can't do much over there. Ethiopia peace with Adal. Adal ceded. Oh, Ethiopia is doing good. Ethiopia was a fun one. I did run an Ethiopia save. Ethiopia appears to be doing okay. It doesn't look like they gained too much ground there. Okay, so they're relieved the siege in the second territory. That's fine. I need to get the castle before I get anything else. Once I get the castle, then I can hunt the army down. Now we're at 0 plus a die roll. So it's not impossible to do without the blockade, but the blockade certainly helps. I still got 9 months before. This siege should be done before those ships are built and I put my fleet to sea. So I'll just concentrate on that. Okay, I still have free diplomats. What else can I do with my diplomats? I've got claims. I could do more claims, I guess. Aragon. I still need claims against you. Syracuse sounds good. Who else do I need claims on? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to finish my relationship improvement here, so I can vassalize them as well. Okay, so they've almost resolved the sieges in all of the territories that I have already sieged once. 4 and 11 is 15. Getting close. Getting close to having a chance at least, even if it's only a small chance. I really need a wall breach. 6 and 8 is 14. Still 6 months for my new galleys. I don't want to put the fleet to sea until I get the galleys done, I think. I want to have a numerical advantage on galleys because it's the inland sea bonus. Vijay Anagar ceded. Oh, Vijay lost a whole bunch of territory. Oh, that's going to change the landscape in India. Oh my. Look at that. Foxo, if you're listening, you're playing the wrong territory. Don't play Vijay, play Bahamanis. The Indian subcontinent is way different from when I did my Hindustan run. I almost want to go back to that area and try something over there because they redid the Indian subcontinent in the Art of War expansion. They added like, oh, I don't know, 40% more provinces to the Indian subcontinent. And like I said, when I ran the Hindustan, Vijayanagar was a 1 or 2 province minor nation. Here it starts with a dozen or so provinces, or 15 provinces, something like that. So it's way different. It'd be interesting to go back to that and see what the how different it is. Okay, I'm probably going to have to get that fleet to sea earlier than I want to because he's about ready to march into Kablaya, which is going to force my fleet out to sea. Charity for the poor. Lose 16 ducats, gain 25 piety. Yeah, we'll do that. I know we're running a little low in the treasury. I have things I can do about that. Vijay accepted peace with Ceylon. We need to finish the siege here. 12, 13, minus 5 is 8, and 1 is 9. No chance on a die roll like that. Is he going to keep marching? Okay, he's going to keep marching, so I'm not in a hurry yet to launch that fleet. I have a chance to finish the galleys first. I'm going to guess he's met. Oh, okay, there we go. March our way back up the coast. Get the 2 provinces I want to claim in the war goal. It'll take 30 days apiece. He wants a peace offer. Let's see what he wants to give me. He wants to give me Dara. I don't want just Dara, so no peace. No peace for you. Okay, we lost the crisis of the Maghreb. That penalty has expired. That is good. Got 2 months for our galley fleet. He's marching back my way now. Okay, go ahead. March my way. I'm going to crush that army when it comes across. It's going to go into Carthage. Probably started that movement too early, but maybe not. He should be locked movement here. Maybe? Yep, he's locked movement. So we're going to meet in Carthage. I think I will occupy Tatiri, which will take 30 days. And then we'll take a look and see what kind of peace offer we can get. Again, I want Wayran and Kala Insan. Dara is the war goal, so I want those 3 territories. I might take the Terry as well. Okay, that's a 96 war score. That should be enough. Let's 16 power. 3.8 AE. Wayron, Dara, and Tala Insman. That would give me 42. It costs 42 power, 13 AE, 7 prestige. I can also get war reparations. Not much else I can get for them. I don't want to vassalize them. I already have one vassal made and one in the making, and I'm guaranteeing Granada. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's enough. That's what we will do. That gives us the African portion of the achievement is completed. Got manpower, recovery speed, yearly prestige, both bonuses. We lost the CB, that's fine. I still have a buffer between me and Portugal, and I'm going to have to spend some admin power now. We're going to do the 2 small ones first. I didn't think about how much admin power that would cost me to core them. Okay, so we are now up for a new mission. Let's take a look. Manpower reserves to recover, incorporate Tugart, which I have. I'm 7 years from being able to do that, I think, right? When can I annex them? Yeah, 57. So 7 years before I can even annex them, so I'm not going to do that. Remove Mazab from the map. Let's get our manpower reserves up. We got to get 90% manpower, which take a couple years itself. That's fine. We need to do that anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, we've got some new ships, some new galleys out here. We've got some new light ships as well. Galley can go with the Bane fleet. Galley. Okay, it was 4 new galleys we built. Protect trade. Genoa. Okay, so slightly better start than last time, I'm guessing. Tugart will be annexable in a little less than 7 years. We're at 141 there. That's not going to help us. And we're at a truce with them until 55. We can complete the removal of Mazab in 5 years. That will be the next step. Okay, what time is it? Gonna go another half hour. Okay, I still have a free diplomat. Let's see, we're still doing a declaration. Genoa owns Corsica. I don't want... Oh, I know what we haven't done yet. Let's start making friends with France. There are events that pop up. You'll see event boxes pop up every now and then. Some of them can be that type of natural disaster. I believe, don't quote me on this because I don't remember for sure, but I seem to recall a volcanic event that appears probably rarely, but I think it does. And I'm not sure about storms per se, but like here's one of the events I was talking about. This one isn't a natural event, but these events will occur randomly, and I'm fairly certain that some of them are natural disaster type events. I want to go with defense or siege ability. Let's go with defense, I think. Okay, Morocco has pieced out. Morocco lost a whole chunk of land. That's what I was afraid of. Portugal getting strong early over here on the continent. That is not ideal. Okay, we're halfway to our first diplo and military tech. We have to watch rebel factions now as well. Let's take a look at our religion. We're still fairly unified religiously. We have the two. We're working on one. Where's that? Missionary 65% complete in Jerba. What's our piety at? It's up to 78%. That's good. Okay, what are our friends the Ottomans up to? Okay, they are attacking Byzantium this time around, certainly. They've also taken on Athens. Razaman is trying to expand again. What about the Mamluks? Mamluks are not doing much of anything at the moment. That's good for us, I guess. Or bad for us, maybe. Let's go ahead and cut back our... Are we fully reinforced? We are. So from now on, we'll get that manpower going into our manpower reserves. Muscovy, peace with Timurids. And Kazan. And we're at 151 with our second potential vassal here. We need a whole lot of points yet for tech. Obviously, 838. It takes so long to tech up with some of these countries. Ragusa accepted peace with Genoa. Oh, Genoa is doing good in the east. So Genoa has taken over that trade node. And they're still alive over here in the Black Sea. Yemen, Najad, Hejaz. Ethiopia doesn't appear to be doing too much over here. I saw them win one war, but I don't see that they've expanded too much. So let's go back over, take a look at what's going on here. We're up to 4,700 now. It's going to take us to get to 90%. 7 years, because we got a boost due to the mission completion. 130, 1,300, 1,560 a year. Yeah, it's still going to take us about 7 years to complete that mission, unless we get some boost. Or Mozabite separatists are on the rise, but not too bad. Okay, this is where it slows down a little bit. Still want to keep an eye on what's going on with our neighbors. Castile's at peace, Portugal's at peace, Aragon is at peace. Aragon's going to start getting frisky here at some point. They haven't done anything offensively yet. They've just joined in a war or two. 6 years till I can annex. Diplomacy, let us give you military access. That puts it up to 171. I'm going to just wait out the rest, I think, right? Yeah, I can just wait out the rest. It's only going to take another maybe year, and I can vassalize Jared as well. 4 years, and I can remove Mazab from the map. I still have a diplomat free. Friends with France. Who's Castile's rival? Enemies are England and Aragon. Rivals are Aragon, Tunis, and Morocco. England! Except, no, that would be a good choice because they're rivaled with France, which would keep me from getting my French alliance. 185. Aragon, who are your rivals? Austria. Hey, Austria! I've got a deal for you. Let's tackle Aragon here at some point in the future. Now, right now I'm at 4 of 4, so I can't take on any more alliances. But here in a couple of years, Tugart won't be a vassal anymore. They'll be incorporated when I annex them. That'll free up a slot. So I'm setting myself up with either France or Austria to help protect against. Yep, thank you. Yeah, if I'm in a hurry, I'll sometimes do that. I'll give them a gift if I'm in a hurry. At this point, I'm just willing to wait. I'm not in a hurry, but yeah, those are freebies. I should probably do the freebies. Oops, I have no vassals. I have to, well, I'll stop relationship improvement here in a minute. As soon as it ticks up one more. There we go. Stop relationship improvement. Take 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. Offer vassalization. Okay, so in 1461, I can annex them. And that will essentially cement the Central North African states. I still have Mazab, which I can't go to war with until 1455. March 1455, so a little less than 4 years I can go to war with them. That won't be much of a war. Yep, yeah, things like subsidies and gifts are a way to move it along if you're in a hurry. Okay, Ottomans are done. Byzantium, full annexation. Byzantium is gone. That's another rough one to play, is Byzantium. I have tried that a couple times. I've made some inroads a couple times, but never really long term. Ottomans are just too strong. So the Ottomans should be freed up. Their next war is probably going to be Karaman or Kandar. They might turn toward the Mamluks. Who are their rivals? Mamluks, certainly. Timurids and Hungary. So we'll have to see which direction they go next. I would have to guess Mamluks maybe, although they may take out the smaller states in between first. Yeah, it's got to be easier now because of that. You're right. Same thing with Granada. Because you start, and even in the England-France, the 100-Year War is in a temporary truce. So none of those wars start right away. So it's certainly got to be easier than the last time I tried it. That came about with, well, most of that came about with common sense. I think the, was the Byzantium one common sense, or was it Art of War? I forget. Okay, I need to build a couple more ships, don't I? I only have the 3 light ships once again. I've lost 6 light ships so far this game. Okay, we've got no huge rebel problem. Core construction almost complete in the 2 provinces we started it. Go ahead and start the 3rd province now. It's 116. You know what? Let's do the big one. 13% overextension. Get that one out of the way. Once these overextension penalties go down, my unrest should go down a little bit. Not a large amount maybe, but it should go down. We're at 9% at the top end. Yeah, I did the I did that BBB achievement right after Common Sense came out, and it didn't take me more than 25 years or something like that. I got an early jump on kicking England out. I think what I did is I allied Aragon and Castile, I think, and together the three of us just crushed continental England. Lose 5 admin and spread, or lose local trade power for 1 year. We'll do that. And we've got one of our religious conversions done. Okay, 1 diplomat free, 1 missionary free. Let's use that missionary. It's less than 5 years. It's just over 4 years this time. We've got a slight bit of missionary strength improvement there. Good. And of course, all of those conquests that we just did cost us an entire tech level of admin power. Or 3/4 of a tech level of admin power anyway. Treasury is looking okay. We're making almost 3 a month. Okay, our first rebel faction flag came up. It's at 50%. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Algiers is a free nation. Yeah, nope, that ain't going to happen, obviously. 3 years. 3 years, 2 years. 55. 3 years before we can wipe Mazab out. How's France looking? They're at plus 74. We're not at the, hey, let's be friends stage yet, but we're not terribly far away. Army and Navy strength of difference of 48. That would put us within 3 points of being able to get an alliance if I could get my Army and Navy strength up. Bohemia had a huge peace with Austria. So Austria got a little bit bigger in there, not much. Diplomats, Austria. Okay, I have 1 free diplomat. What do I do with my diplomat? I don't suppose supporting independence is an option this early. Nope, they still have a loyal attitude toward Aragon, so that's not going to happen. I'm just going to get some seeds of friendship going on with our neighbors on the north side of the Mediterranean. At this point, I think. There is one other option I have. Let's get another claim over here in the east. There's only one other claim we can get. Let's go ahead and make it. Again, just hedging my bets here in case an opportunity comes up against the Mamluks. Looks like Ottomans are massing for something here. What are they? They're at a war with Razaman. Yeah, they're going to take on the interior nations. I thought that might be what they did. Oh. That rebel faction went from 0 to full-blown rebel there, it looked like. Okay, bailiff, execute the bailiff, lose 10 prestige. Or ignore, yeah, I don't want to lose the stability this early, especially with a bunch of revolts. Okay, I wonder where they came from. I didn't have a revolt ticking for them yet. Certainly not a high... I wonder if somebody's supporting rebels. That's a possibility. Maybe it's just because it's a vassal. I didn't see him. I don't know. My relationships with the Otto's not good. It's at 100. Yeah, I never did improve relations, did I? Might be useful in case somebody tries to sabotage it.